Hello guys, my name is Willem and welcome to LRDX Cars. In this video we're going to test drive a very special car like you see here in the background. The latest hippie van from VW, the Volkswagen ID BUZZ it's called. And in this video I'm gonna check out if it's worth the new hype. Is it really a cool hippie van like back in the days? And of course, check around the exterior and interior to know more about it. Enjoy watching this video, guys. I only got this car for half an hour, so we're going to be quick. Gonna get a few walks here around the exterior to check a bit around the new cool look. Quite like it myself. It's with a big VW badge in the center, like the old T1 and T2 and T3 Samba had. And you can also go for quite a special color combos. This car is sadly in one color, but you can, like back in the days, go of course for like the two-tone, the upper part color and the underside color, which in my opinion you should do when you go for a cool van like this. And you can also go for a cargo van. This is the person's van. That you have like rear doors and rear passenger seats. This is a car you can sit in with 5 persons. Immediately open the door. You can have a look at it. You can also go for the closed back. That you only have like the front seats. And in the front then you have like 3 seats. We'll also have a look at that car in a minute. I don't know if you saw it, but the seat immediately moved backward. So this is for 5 persons you can sit in. And it has still 1120 liters of boot space on the rear, which is quite big. And like I said, if you go for the cargo bus, you have like the whole rear of course, no rear seats, the whole rear in storage space. Then it's also nicer to ride in here in Belgium. You don't need to pay that much taxes because it's like a working vehicle. You have like your safety kit, your charging cables, quite handy. But look what's this. Maybe it's like from the battery, because the battery sits down low on the ground. I'm gonna close that back off. Goes automatically, which is quite nice. See really a lot of space here on the rear. Cool look here on the rear lights of the VW ID BUZZ. Quite like it, a new design to it. And like I was saying, the batteries are placed in the floor of the car. That it don't feel like you're driving a van like you would normally feel it when you're cornering a van. That you don't have that much of a traction in the corners. But yeah, because the 77 kilowatt battery is placed down low. It's quite a good driving car. We'll see in a minute how it drives. Automatically goes back down. And the car still has a 200 horsepower electric engine that also produces 300 newton meters of torque, which brings the 0 to 100 time, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, or the 0 to 60 miles an hour in 10 seconds, which isn't that bad for a big family car, a big bus you can drive with your whole family and then take on vacation. And then the range of this car, which is quite funny. On paper it says, because it's a hippie van like back in the days. On paper it says that it has like 420 kilometers an hour of range, which is quite a funny number for the guys that know. And of course, when you're actually driving it, it will only be like 300-350 kilometers an hour. It will also depend on the weather conditions, of course, how the car will drive. And that's still not that bad, I think. Now you have like cars that drive 500-600 kilometers, but it's quite cool. There you have like the charging part. Maybe open that up. You can have a look at it right here. Plug in, and in just half an hour the car charges itself from 10 to 80%, which is quite fast on a quick charger. So it's yeah, still practical. You can take it on vacation. Quick look around here on the exterior. Cool how the grill is open with all the meshes in, special forming, like you see here in the center. A lot of safety is going on this car, but we'll talk about that while we're driving it. Here you have again the front lights continuing in the LED stripe, which looks quite good, I think. And then yeah, it's still the form of a van with the window that's quite big and straight upwards. But you have like you see quite a good look around, because here is also glass. Very big windows around that you have like a good view, like you had on the older cars. A lot of light that comes into the car, a lot of good view. And I don't know if you see it in the background, the windmills and the solar panels. That's how these cars going to drive around on hopefully green energy in the future. That's another thing that the hippies back in the days would also like. And yeah, it's quite cool. Environmentally friendly car that drives on green energy. Hopefully more in the future, because now you still have that it's not really environmentally friendly how they make the energy. But yeah, that's another cool thing. Besides the 420 kilometers of range, that yeah, it's good for this planet. They call it, when the energy of course is coming from a windmill or solar panels or even other things, then it's a good thing. And another cool thing is, which the hippies would quite like, is that they've put like a lot of recycled parts on the exterior and interior of this car, which is quite cool. That some old timers passing by, I don't know if you see it, cool Porsches, VW is a bit in me, the Porsche and the cool cars. I drove a Volkswagen Beetle myself in the past, which is quite fun, and maybe also gonna make a video of that. But for now, I think it's time to drive this cool car, that we can talk a bit more about it while we're driving it. Then we'll also have a quick look here at the rear before we'll actually go driving. Beautiful sort of beige leather interior with even some Alcantara finishes. Nicely for 3 people to sit. More than headspace enough. Even some lunch tables. Some extra space here underneath. And then a lot of charging ports. This car provides here in the doors. And even on the front again, it's quite nice. Nice latch to hold. And of course you can put all the seats down. That you even have a bigger hood, which is quite nice. When you put this down, you can really go camping in it, put like a mattress in it, which is quite nice. Really like it, that you have like the possibility to go camping in your daily car. Automatically goes back. It's quite cool. Then guys, I found myself here to the beautiful interior. The exterior wasn't that colorful. I quite liked it. It was like a blue silverish color. But me myself, I would definitely go for like a two-tone. But then when you look at this beautiful interior, you see like a nice blue coming back, like a green blue. Quite a nice color, and then like I said, with the sort of beige leather, even with some Alcantara finishes here on the seats, which look quite good. I'm immediately going to drive it, because we don't have that much time left. Here you have like on Mercedes-Benz's, you just press here, then you can go to drive. You can also go to neutral in the center, or reverse going down. I will check here. When you reverse, you have like this beautiful parking camera. You have like a great view. Looks quite nice. Here, even some extra view if you want to look down. If there is maybe something, and it's quite handy. good clear view. Then put here in drive, and you press here, it's for park. This side you have like your indicators and your wipers. Here you have some settings. But yeah, we're going for the drive. This can be off. Also talk a bit here about the multimedia, like you see, because it's quite a cool new one with all the latest new features on it. You can see all the navigation. Was parked here a bit off-road. And here we go. At the moment we're driving in the eco mode. You can also go for the comfort mode, the sport mode, or the individual mode, which will of course you can set yourself. But I think the eco mode is the nicest for this car, or comfort, because you will be just cruising around in it most of the time. It's not a car you will actually drive very fast. It's more of a nice cruising family car. And it drives quite well. The range isn't that crazy. Not that big of a range. But I think 400 kilometers is enough. 420 even at a funny number. The engineers at VW to make it a bit special. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. Then here you have even some seat heating. You can put off here underneath is to cool it, the car a bit, or to warm it up a bit. To get like the volume down here when you need to press. Here is actually for the climate control button. Like an overview of how the wind needs to blow, how the temperature needs to be. Quite easy and handy to use. Like you see, this car only has 2 front seats in the cargo van, where you don't have like the rear seats. Or the working van, you have like 3 places in front, which is quite fun. I'm also going to show you that. There was one at the dealership. Navigation I showed you. And now it's light, so you can't see it, but the quite fun thing is you have like this ambient lighting here on the interior that you can choose between 10 different colors, or even upgrade it to 30 different colors for the interior, which again makes it quite fun for sort of a hippie van to go on vacation or to do like long travels in, that you can play a bit with the lighting. You have like a little bit more of a cozy feeling here inside, a bit of a warm feeling, which is quite nice. Then of course you can connect your phone. You have like an overview of the charging. Quite fun is if you press here, as it says, or it was at the navigation map, I thought, that you see like all the parts or all the places where you can recharge the car. Which is quite handy to have that. And then another cool thing is, they call it the ID Connect at VW, is that all the electric VWs can connect to each other to let the rest know if there is any accident happening, is there bad traffic somewhere. So that's quite nice that they have done it. Another cool thing is the cars can automatically update themselves even at home. You just need to have like a Wi-Fi connection and the car will update itself, which is quite fun, I think. And yeah, those are like all cool special new features this car has. I think that it can update that good, that it can connect with each other. You have like all the new technology here on the inside, of course, because it's a new electric car. You have like all the new features to it. And another thing I need to say is you have like a lot of systems, a lot of safety systems on this car, that it can park itself, it can stay in lane by itself, till a certain speed it can almost drive by itself. That's quite fun, I think. Now we're going a bit on the highway, just give it a little boost. Off the car goes. Only 10 seconds, which isn't that bad. Of course, if you have like a lot of things in the back, it will be a little bit slower. And the top speed was 145 kilometers an hour or 90 miles an hour, which again isn't that bad. It's not a sports car, so yeah, for your family to be in. And just to sit here, quite like it. You have a good overview with all the windows. You can really see quite good around you. You don't have like that much of the distraction here behind you, just the speed. Then that you keep in lane, how much your battery is charged, and then the driving mode which you're in. Like you see, a lot of storage space around. Here you can put things, here you can put things, here you can put things. Put something on here in the center, you can put things, some cup holders. Yeah, which is quite fun that you have a big car that actually is made to travel around, to put a lot of stuff in, to get your kids or your friends in the back. Underneath you can put again some things, a lot of charging ports everywhere. Yeah, this car really is built to travel around, which I would love to do. VW, if you're watching this video, I would love to make a big trip with this car, to test the range, to test a bit electric cars. Never did like a full big trip with a full electric car, so it would be quite fun. This is what I was talking about, the ambient lighting pack, that you can really go through a lot of different colors. It's quite playful, I think. Quite like it even. And yeah, overall a quite good driving car. The response is quite good. Steering is quite good, I think. Not that bad. I've driven some other electric cars in the past, like the Mustang. Ah, now you see it on the screen here that also the color changes. That's quite fun. I've driven some other electric cars in the past, and they are all quite fast from 0 to 100, and they're all quite comfortable. But yeah, this car really has like a total pack, I think, to it. Because, like I always say, for a family car, it's great to have like an electric car, I think. Because yeah, that's the way we need to go in the future. Only thing I want to say is we need to focus more on making green energy. Because yeah, we can all drive electric cars in the future, but yeah, if the energy isn't still green, then it is still bad, guys, to drive electric cars. But I get it. In the future, hopefully, it will be all better. We will all have full electric cars, and hopefully full electric green energy we can drive on. Quite like also the hood, the sort of wood here finished. It's not actual wood, but it's the look of it. And another thing, like you now see, I need to mention is the turning circle of this car is what I was the most impressed about. Only 11 meters, so you can, even on one road, if you just go a bit to the right, you can easily turn in one circle, which is I think never heard of in a van, in a cargo van, or in a person's van with a lot of space to it. So a lot of cool new things into it, quite like it. Saw it in the past on the auto show, these cars, and I thought I really need to make like a full review about it, because I myself also am a bit of a hippie, and this really is a hippie van, guys, with the funny range number, with all the recycled parts into it, here on the interior and exterior. It's nice. I think a lot of car manufacturers need to do it in the future, get more recycled parts on their cars, because eventually that's actually environmentally better to do. And I'm a big fan actually of this car, guys. Wasn't thinking so in the beginning, only 200 horsepower and the 77 kilowatt battery, which charges in half an hour. But yeah, nice to drive. Maybe change it also in the comfort, a bit of comfort driving, put a bit in the sport, push a bit on the throttle, and it we want to go of course, but this is not a sports car guys. If you want to see a sports car, I recently drove the GR Yaris from Toyota, which is quite fun. Yeah, good driving car. Just smiles to you, I think, this car. When you see an old Volkswagen Beetle driving around, or you see the old D3 Samba in the two-tone, you immediately start smiling. It's just such a smiling, fun car for all the people. Volkswagen was always good at it, to build like cars for the people, for them to just be nice, be friendly, have a nice fun look to it. Yeah, quite like this car, really is cool, really is a hippie van for me guys. And like I said, I would love to do like a big trip to it, to the south of France or something like that. It would be quite fun. Maybe in the future if I had a chance. Cool Aston Martin here driving rapid. They also smiled at this car. That was what I mean guys, even when you're driving in an Aston Martin and you see this cool car passing by, you think, man, that's a cool car. Yeah, the range isn't that bad for 120. Then here we are again at the Volkswagen Center here in Lommel. Big thanks to them for letting me drive this car and sharing it with you guys. I'm gonna put it back here in the center, and then we can maybe talk a bit more about the interior. So a bit of a look here around, but I think I already showed you the most. Quite good view here again of the rear. Then put it here in park, and all the car is. There you see also the new Volkswagen ID cars. I think it's the ID3 and the ID4 you could also drive, but this one was the one for me that was the most fun to drive and to check around. Like I said, a lot of space here in the center. You can put a lot of things. You have these armrests on each side. You can pull down here all the space. You can put a lot of things. Here charging ports. Here again two extra cup holders, which is quite easy. Put the sensors off. Like I said, here to go between the different modes, to go through the climate control. It's even touchscreen. I was pressing it all the time. Air care for clean air, smart climate. Yeah, quite nice. Really like it guys. And guys, also wanted to show you this cargo bus. It's like a different format than the person's van we just had a test drive in. This is more for the worker, for the working van. Have a look here on the front. Like I said, you have 3 places here to sit, because you don't have like a rear bench. I'm gonna also show you the boot, which is quite big. It's also closed off. Don't have like anything can fall through. And the same interior. This one is a black one. And then no rear windows, like you see, all closed off. Maybe you can choose that in an option, not sure. So I'm gonna open this one up. It was here. This one is no electric one. It's an option again. Open it up. And look how spacious this is, guys. Very big. Of course, working van. To put like all your working stuff in. Yeah, quite fun. Quite nice, the full electric ID BUZZ. Nice to compare a bit. I don't know if I said it, the starting price of this one is €57,000, and from the person's ID van, it was like 65,000 euros, so not that bad. Of course, it's expensive because it's an electric car, but yeah, it's deductible. This you can even yeah, ride in differently because you have like no rear seats. Then to end, guys, I want to say a very big thanks to all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of this cool VW ID BUZZ. For me, it really is a hippie van like back in the days, because yeah, I mentioned all the things that make it a cool van, and I like the look of it. Maybe we'll see it in the future back on the channel. Big thanks for watching, guys. Of course, subscribe and like on the channel for a lot more cool car reviews to come, and see you in the next video. Bye. Peace out.